12 Stoic Lessons for Inner Peace and Emotional Strength. Have you ever felt like you were being tossed around in the stormy seas of your emotions, unable to find solid ground? Have you experienced nights when your thoughts spiraled out of control, making you feel trapped in a whirlwind of negativity? If so, you're not alone. Every one of us struggles with these inner battles. But what if I told you that an ancient philosophy, practiced by emperors, slaves, and warriors alike, held the key to facing these storms with calmness and resilience? The Stoics Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus lived centuries ago, but their wisdom shines brighter today than ever before. They believed that true strength doesn't come from controlling the world outside, but from mastering the world within. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. These words are more than a quote, they are a roadmap to a life of peace, clarity, and resilience. Today on Sculpted Grace, we will uncover 12 timeless Stoic lessons. These aren't just philosophical ideas written in dusty books, they are practical tools you can apply right now to navigate setbacks, master your emotions, and build a life rooted in peace and purpose. Each lesson is a stepping stone toward becoming the calm in the storm. Let's walk this path together. Lesson 1: Know what you can control. Life often feels like a storm. Plans fall apart, people disappoint us, and events unfold in ways we never expected. The Stoics gave us a compass in these moments, the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, once a slave who rose to become one of the greatest philosophers, put it simply: some things are in our control, and some things are not. You cannot control the weather, traffic, or the decisions of others, but you can always control how you respond. Imagine planning an outdoor wedding only for the skies to open with heavy rain. While frustration is natural, the Stoic asks, will anger stop the rain, or can I shift my sails and adapt? This lesson invites us to stop wasting energy on things outside our grasp. Consider how much stress we create by obsessing over others' opinions, news headlines, or the ticking clock. The Stoic practice is to redirect that energy toward what we can influence: our choices, our actions, our inner dialogue. A job rejection, for example, may sting, but it also opens a chance to refine your skills or discover a better opportunity. When you ask yourself, "Is this within my control?" and act only where the answer is yes, you create space for serenity. Like a sailor adjusting to the wind rather than cursing it, you move forward with calm confidence. Lesson 2: Think before you act. In today's fast-paced world, quick reactions are celebrated, emails answered in seconds, social media comments fired off instantly, arguments responded to in the heat of the moment. Yet the Stoics taught that real strength lies not in reacting quickly, but in responding wisely. Seneca urged reflection before action, reminding us that a pause often prevents regret. Consider receiving a harsh message from a colleague or friend. Your first impulse may be to snap back defensively, escalating tension. But taking a breath, pausing for a moment of reflection, gives you the clarity to respond with reason rather than raw emotion. Reflection is not weakness, it is a shield. It gives us the space to ask, why did these words trigger me? Is my reaction based on present truth or past wounds? This simple pause transforms conflict into understanding and impulsive choices into deliberate ones. Leaders who pause before deciding are respected as thoughtful, friends who listen before replying are cherished as empathetic. By practicing reflection, we resist being swept away by the current of immediacy. In a culture obsessed with speed, slowing down becomes an act of strength. Lesson 3: Practice dispassion. Dispassion is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling, it means holding a steady mind even when emotions run high. Picture watching a movie, you laugh, cry, and feel suspense, yet deep down you know it's only a story. In life, Stoicism asks us to do the same, to feel emotions fully, but not be ruled by them. If someone cuts you off in traffic, anger may surge, but practicing dispassion allows you to observe that emotion, release it, and move forward without letting it poison the rest of your day. This mindset turns us into anchors in stormy seas. When a crisis erupts at work or a heated argument flares at home, reacting impulsively only adds fuel. Dispassion invites us to create a pause, a distance, between stimulus and response. Instead of being swept into the storm, we step back, assess, and act from clarity. This doesn't make us detached from life, it makes us fully engaged, yet free from being controlled by every emotional wave. By cultivating dispassion, we become steady not only for ourselves but for those around us who rely on our calm. Lesson 4: Accept that things change. The Stoics remind us that nothing is permanent: joy, sorrow, success, failure, even life itself. Marcus Aurelius wrote often about the fleeting nature of existence, urging himself to live fully in the present. Imagine clinging tightly to a moment of happiness, only to be crushed when it passes. Or resisting change at work, only to find yourself exhausted by the inevitable. Change is not the enemy, it is the very rhythm of life. When we accept impermanence, gratitude blooms. A sunset is more beautiful because it ends. A child's laughter is precious because it will one day be a memory. Even hardships remind us of life's flow. Storms eventually pass, leaving the skies clear. By embracing change, we let go of fear and open ourselves to growth. Like a river that bends and flows around obstacles, we too can learn to adapt, finding strength not in resisting change but in moving gracefully with it. Lesson 5: Practice gratitude. Gratitude, the Stoics believed, is the anchor that steadies the soul. Seneca taught that true happiness is found not in longing for what we don't have, but in appreciating what we do. Gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance. It is not only for grand blessings but for the simplest gifts, the warmth of sunlight, the laughter of a friend, the breath that sustains us. Gratitude also transforms hardship. Imagine being ill while pain is real. Gratitude helps you notice the support of loved ones, the care of doctors, the opportunity to heal. Practicing gratitude daily, whether through journaling, reflection, or spoken words, rewires the mind to see beauty where once it saw only lack. Relationships also deepen when gratitude is expressed. A simple thank you strengthens bonds and builds respect. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a discipline that teaches us to embrace the present moment with open arms. Lesson 6. Build resilience. Life will test us with storms, and resilience is the strength that keeps us standing. The Stoics saw adversity not as punishment, but as training for the soul. Epictetus, born into slavery, endured immense hardship, yet he saw every challenge as an opportunity to build character. Resilience begins with mindset. Instead of asking why me, the Stoic asks, what can I learn from this? Each setback, whether a failed project or personal loss, becomes a lesson in endurance. Resilience also grows through practice. The Stoics recommended mental rehearsals, imagining challenges before they arrive. By preparing for setbacks, we are less shaken when they come. Resilience is also nurtured by community. Sharing struggles with trusted friends or mentors strengthens us. When storms come, resilience doesn't mean pretending pain doesn't exist. It means enduring with courage, adapting with grace, and trusting that within you lies the strength to rise again. Lesson 7. Live by your values. The Stoics believed that a virtuous life is the only path to true peace. Values such as honesty, courage, compassion, and integrity are not lofty ideals but daily practices. Living by your values means aligning actions with principles, even when inconvenient. If honesty is your value, then telling the truth even in small matters becomes your anchor. If compassion is your guide, then small acts of kindness carry immense weight. Living by values requires self-reflection. Ask, what moments in my life brought me the deepest fulfillment? Those often point to your core values. When choices align with values, life feels meaningful. When they don't, inner conflict arises. This alignment doesn't guarantee ease, but it guarantees peace of conscience. The Stoic reminds us, external success may come and go, but living with virtue builds a foundation no storm can shake. Lesson 8. Keep a Stoic journal. Marcus Aurelius, the Emperor of Rome, wrote nightly in his journal reminders to himself, reflections on the day, and Stoic lessons to carry forward. He never intended these writings to be published, yet they became the book Meditations, one of history's greatest works of philosophy. His practice shows us the power of journaling as a tool for self-awareness. A Stoic journal is not just a diary of events but a mirror for the soul. It asks, how did I respond today? Did I live according to my values? What emotions overtook me, and what lessons can I carry into tomorrow? Journaling reveals patterns, holds us accountable, and guides growth. Over time, this daily practice becomes a personal conversation with your better self, a guide always pointing you back to clarity, purpose, and calm. Lesson 9. See problems as opportunities. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the essence of Stoic resilience. Obstacles are not roadblocks but stepping stones. Imagine losing a job. At first, despair may set in, but viewed through a Stoic lens, it can become the doorway to a better career, new skills, or even the courage to start a business. Every difficulty carries a hidden gift. Failed relationships can teach us self-awareness. Rejections sharpen our determination. Illness deepens our gratitude for health. By reframing problems as opportunities, we turn life's hardships into fuel for growth. The Stoic doesn't deny pain but chooses to transform it into wisdom. Lesson 10: Maintain perspective. When facing daily struggles, perspective is everything. The Stoics often reminded themselves of the vastness of time and the smallness of individual worries. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? Suddenly, the spilled coffee, the rude comment, or the missed deadline shrinks to its proper size. Perspective frees us from being consumed by the trivial. Looking at life from the broader view also deepens gratitude. When we zoom out, we see how fleeting moments are, how today's worries will fade into tomorrow's lessons. Perspective keeps us grounded, humble, and focused on what truly matters: relationships, virtue, and growth. Lesson 11: Choose your response. While we cannot control events, we can always choose our response. Viktor Frankl, influenced by Stoic thought, wrote after surviving the horrors of concentration camps, "Between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom." This principle echoes the very heart of Stoicism. In daily life, that space may last only a second, but it holds infinite power. Whether in conflict, stress, or disappointment, the choice remains ours: anger or patience, despair or hope, resentment or forgiveness. By exercising this power daily, we train our minds to respond with wisdom rather than impulse, shaping not only our character but the very quality of our lives. Lesson 12: Serve the greater good. The Stoics believed we are not isolated beings but parts of a greater whole. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the idea that we are like hands or feet designed to work together. True fulfillment, then, is not found in selfish pursuits but in service to others. Serving the greater good can mean grand acts, like leading with justice, or simple ones, like showing kindness to a neighbor. Each act of service strengthens community and aligns us with our highest values. By contributing to something larger than ourselves, we find deeper meaning and leave behind a legacy of compassion, resilience, and virtue. Conclusion: These 12 lessons of Stoicism are not just abstract philosophy, they are tools, guiding us through life's storms. From knowing what we can control to living with virtue, from practicing gratitude to serving the greater good, each lesson builds a foundation for peace, resilience, and wisdom. On Sculpted Grace, we invite you to carry these lessons into your daily life. Imagine a world where setbacks become opportunities, where emotions no longer rule you, where gratitude and perspective guide your choices. This is not a distant dream, it is a practice, one decision at a time. The storms of life will never stop, but by walking the Stoic path, you will learn to sail through them with calm, courage, and grace.